You did turn it to, don't allow. It's almost... I'll end up finding out when I watch the video back, but...
I've sacrificed everything searching for it.
Everything.
A world within a story whispered to me centuries ago. Of a timeless power. Infinite in
Sure I
knowledge.
said that.
Voracious
Looks so
in hunger.
fucking good.
The entity. A realm so close to ours, but always out of reach. Until I found him. Frank Stone. My killer. My killer.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely turning the lights off for this. Not doing this how I probably should be though. Have the sound coming through my headset. Dave doesn't know what I'm playing. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm playing Martyr Mill. Playing Davon. I went to do some of this earlier. I went to do some of this in South Park earlier, but I slept in. I also needed a haircut, but I didn't get that. What? Hunt for missing infant. Oh, what, are you just gonna watch it later? The Burning Maw.
I'm assuming you're the night watchman here.
I am.
Or just you? Covering the entire site?
Oh, no. I got help.
Where are they now? On duty?
Mother Manor. Merlin just goes where he pleases.
Merlin?
A dog. Dope up and
I probably
pinch
won't stream all of
fella
Frank
could
Castle, I
ask
just
for.
figured.
Loyal to the Seventh Horn Sounds.
First hour.
Trust him more than I trust myself.
I need to ask you a few questions.
I'm yours to dispose of.
Can I have your name?
Thomas Jefferson Hope. Call me Tom.
Officer Sam Green. Tom, I want to talk to you about...
I know what about. That missing boy, right?
That's right.
You think he could be missing here?
This mill looks a big place.
Biggest in all Cedar Hills. But that don't make no difference. Ain't no funny business going on around here. Not undermining Merlin's noses.
You sound confident.
And rightly so.
Can I check your records?
My records?
The logbook, visitors to the mill, out-of-hour shifts, that sort of thing.
Right. Well, gotta be here someplace.
Is that it? It's okay.
Oh, it's just me, but this probably looks like the best one they've had.
I see.
Probably should
Have you
be
noticed anything suspicious around the mill?
Tonight?
Tonight, last few nights, anything at all?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, heck, if you don't believe me, ask your boss.
My boss?
Sheriff Kusich.
Right. My boss.
He stopped by last night asking about the exact same thing. And I told him the same thing I'm telling you.
We
There's
don't
no
want your
way
cod
that boy
here.
could be here, and Merlin and me not know about it.
And what did the sheriff say?
Okay, Tom. And he got back in his car and left.
Oh, I ain't getting back in my car.
So what you're telling me is nobody's actually checked the mill for any sign of the boy?
When you say nobody, does that include Merlin?
No, Tom, it does not. I'm talking human investigators only.
In that case, Sam, I find it hard to argue with your assessment.
Any objections if I take a look around the place?
No objections from me. Of course, everything's locked for the night.
It's not a problem.
There's Merlin, of course.
Of course.
If you see him, tell him I'm looking for him.
Dogs can be easily
Thank you for
manipulated.
your help, Tom.
Just saying.
Happy to oblige.
Oh my god, the car's moving. No, it's not.
Of course, everything's locked up for the night.
Ah, stop popping. No, this game sucks. Something popped in. Game's terrible. Give it a 5. Oh, I'm lost already. Yeah, I was like, there's normally a button that makes you move a little. That's what I said, I'm lost already.
An open window. I can get in through there.
Should I just miss anything? I'm not talking, so I don't want, I mean, that's doing a little mutish, right? So I don't want to, like, waste too much time just exploring. But at the same time, I don't like that, but I see the open window. I saw the open window first, so let's go in the open window first.
Easy does it.
I guess either way I have to squeeze. It's like watching a movie. I got popcorn near me, but I saw Apple TV has the eight Friday 13th movies for $19. I know. Just need to get a Jason X after. Probably get Jason Goes to Hell as well, but I'm not really a fan of that one. I like Jason X. I mean, it's dumb, but it's fun dumb. Jason Goes to Hell, on the other hand, is like just kind of dumb. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Jason X has some fun to it.
Hello?
Whereas Jason Goes to Hell,
Anyone here?
I don't know.
Police.
It's like Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is just, in my opinion. I mean, actually, in fairness, I think Jason Goes to Hell is better than Freddy's Dead, but Freddy's Dead is just fucking dumb. I watched it a few times. It has a few good moments. Some of the CG is good, and in fairness, I feel like Freddy works with CG. Cause like Dreamworld CG, it kind of works. Freddy needs like a mix of practical just for things to look weird and realistic, and CG to make things look, yeah. Every time I walk into a thing, I spin around like a ballerina. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a ballerina, right round, round.
Smells like death.
Pulled. Ah!
Hey, Mr. Green.
Officer.
I was waiting to see if Dave would be like, "Oh, what's gonna scare him?" But
You
nothing.
haven't seen Merlin, have
Nothing.
you?
No. Sorry. Ah.
You alright there?
Yeah, it's just... Jesus, you don't smell that?
Sniffer's out of commission. Got a little too up close and personal with a can of mustard gas back in the trenches.
Could be like,
Ah.
It can be a blessing in disguise.
Gotta find out where it's coming from.
What's it smell like?
Nothing good.
death. It smells like death. I'm paying attention to you and obviously the game, and at the same time I tried making that joke of screaming when nothing was actually going on. So it's like, oh.
Merlin! There you are, boy.
Everything looks good, but the doggy looks so plastic.
Come
So-
here, boy! Dang it!
Yeah, something about that dog. It didn't look right.
God damn it.
It was. This looks like it's made of plaster or clay.
You put this out for him?
No?
It looks like someone else has found his way to your boy's heart. Through his stomach.
It ain't possible. Merlin and me, we're a team. Who'd want to come between a man and his best friend?
Even he looks a little. Like right now, they look a little.
that?
Some kind of wiener meat?
That's an ear. The ear don't look no good. Looks like it's just a whole bunch of mesh.
Will you look at that? That damn dog?
Damn dog, got a good damn ear.
Think that belongs to the boy you're looking for?
I hope not.
Nah. Came from someone much older. A teenager, maybe.
Jesus, married a milkmaid.
Hey, you know about any other folks going missing in Cedar Hills lately?
Oh, everyone. There's a whole
Well, I don't
list.
know. Who would know a thing like that?
The cops.
Well, somebody does.
The cops would know a thing like that. Or should know a thing like that.
What was that sound?
That was the door behind me closing. Oh,
Stay behind me.
stand corrected. I saw light.
So, what is this thing?
The
The grate.
Yeah, what is it for?
It's, for the furnace, I think.
You don't know for sure?
Yeah, I work at the mill, not in the mill.
Well, a second ago, buddy, you were telling me that there was no one here. So, I mean, telling me you worked at the mill. Oh, they have yellow markings on what I can climb over. Complaint. Game sucks.
Gotcha.
Like I said, it tells me where I can climb. Bad game. Bad game. I think some games have done different colors, but they normally go with yellow because it makes it obvious. I know it's a weird thing for a lot of people to understand this,
Stand
but a
back.
lot of times when games actually don't even do that, you'll see players, or majority of players at least. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get the few stragglers that know what they're doing and they do it fine, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. Take this. Use the radio in my car and call the station.
Where are you going? You really think that boy's down there?
I don't know.
Well,
I got a
something's
feeling, and it's not a good feeling.
something's going on down there.
Hey. I'm gonna need you to take this too. Make sure the sheriff gets this.
Oh boy, I don't know.
I need your help here, Tom. I wouldn't ask if I didn't.
I just don't know if I'm made of the stuff, buddy.
They don't call it a higher calling for nothing.
The right time, you don't
Rise
pick
to
the right
meet it.
moment. The moment picks you.
You can do this.
No, I think I read somewhere you can,
Yeah.
depending on what you do, he'll either
Okay,
support
yes.
you after, or he'll tell people,
Hey,
or he'll be seen as like
counting
the
on
town
you,
drunk
Tom
or something
Hope.
like that. There's, from what I understand, there's a little bit of a multiversal story going on. And I don't mean in the sense of the killer and him are, or the killer's slightly from a different dimension, which is like the Dead by Daylight dimension. But I mean in the sense that there's moments apparently later on where characters may seem cuckoo or crazy, but it's like they're from different dimensions. So like characters might remember things later, or you might see things and be like, well, that didn't happen, and it's technically it did happen, it just happened in a parallel dimension. That's the only thing that I've heard about this game that makes me go, I don't like that aspect.
Damn it.
So slight spoiler, because I saw a bit of this. Apparently the kid he's looking for is one of the kids you do play later. And that's one of the points where I was pointing out, like, a multiversal thing, where I guess you can do something here. Like, I think if you fail to save the kid, but the kid obviously still survives, it makes it so, like, this point is actually multiverse. Because you meet the cop later again in story, and he'll either know about the kid, or he'll be like, who are you talking about? When I say you meet the cop later, I mean like you meet him in the third, because there's also like 3 different timelines playing. There's this timeline, then there's the play as a kid, and then there's one that's like present day.
It's a maze down here.
In a story-driven game, have you ever played Naughty Bear? Wow, this is straight up a... You ever played Naughty Bear? It's an older game, so you probably won't find it, but it pretty much was yeah, where you're pretty much Jason. Furnace access is that way.
This has got to be it.
It wasn't narrative like this, but it was... No, maybe at some point down the road.
What is that? This place turns my stomach.
Oh, maybe eventually at some point. Do I really want to crawl?
Goddamn small spaces.
Get that gray water. Skill check. I guess we're calling these skill checks now. I mean, that's what they're called in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, but I guess after Baldur's Gate, it's just straight up, these are now called skill checks. Okay, this is going to a new area, so they still have that. Sometimes the button presses to open a door will have like a triangle next to it, and if it does, then
Lord,
it's like the
this is
progressive.
hellish. Son of a fuck.
Don't worry, the baby's still alive. In that heat. I don't know if I should have chosen the ladder. I feel like the ram's safer. Unless I do that. Baby's dead. Wasn't expecting that. Can you hear me? Like through the TV? I heard an echo a second ago. That's why I asked. I was like, I wonder if I'm muted or not. Moves a little fast on that. I don't know if it keeps spinning or if it's just what, but I feel like it spins a little. Which is fine, just gotta get used to it, right? I didn't realize the spike, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a reference. Which will be more and more of a thing later. There's apparently lots of references to Dead by Daylight and how Dead by Daylight plays. Oh my god, it's Terminator. Am I gonna stick my thumb up as I go in the lava? Oh, fucking headshot. I thought the guy was carrying the baby a second ago or some of that. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Right through the fucking jaw.
Sleep tight, motherfucker.
Oh, he's even got an action move finale. Sleep tight, motherfucker. One-liner. He's got an action move one. Sorry. Yeah, so I've heard like if you don't save the baby actually, or people connected to like the baby is technically one of the kids that you play as in the past. And then when you see the cop in the future, one of the kids growing up will be like, "Oh, we used to all play together and you hated us," and the cop will look all confused like, Who's that one person you're mentioning?
It's okay. It's okay.
And it's supposed to be like, you know, different timelines and stuff. As well as in the future timeline, there's points where they see stuff that doesn't line up with the past timeline. Hence, multiverse, and it's just, I don't know. I'm fine with multiverse stuff in horror films. Like, I have no issue with that. It's just, it has to be done well. So I don't know. Pretty sure if you're seeing that, that's a dream.
Mom?
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, lock your door.
None of this is right.
This might be the closest, to be honest. Not to quell any hopes. All right, and honestly, this is the only. I think at the moment, this is the only studio even doing anything like this. Like, you get a few somewhat ones like it. Quantic Dream or whatever, the guys who did Heavy Rain and stuff, I don't think they've done anything in a while. They could do that. I'm just saying, like, this, at the moment, this is probably going to be the closest. Like, Supermassive and stuff is going to be the closest. Even Man of Medan is going to be... Because, like, Man of Medan had the good little shit like this, too. Maybe this is her getting a premonition of what's to come. Yeah, this is probably premonition of what's to come, because I think this is supposed to be... It looks very Dead by Daylight looking to me at the moment. I've only played it a little bit, but this looks like something I put in, like, the Dead by Daylight menu.
Mom? What's wrong?
He's coming for you.
I'm here. Everything's all right.
This is honestly one of the reasons why I enjoyed Supermassive stuff, because they really are the only ones doing anything like this at the moment. Or at least that I can think of. And I kind of also hate that it's like, god damn it, you guys are the only ones. Like, it'd be nice if someone... Yeah, it'd be nice if, like, you had other studios attempt... Yeah. Instead you get a whole bunch trying to mimic old school Resident Evil, and you get a whole bunch trying to mimic Outlast and whatnot, and it's like, give me more like this. Give me more of these, like, narrative, almost like a movie.
She walks these hills in a long black veil.
Oh, this might actually get me to go back and play the Quarry and some of the other Dark Pictures ones.
She visits my grave.
And Dave's just like, oh, if you go play the Dark Pictures ones, I'll download them and play them again. I think you have all of them. Oh, I don't even think Quarry has co-op.
You can do this.
This technically, I think, has
Stay on the
this
right side of the
has
road.
2 types of co-op.
Lean the left side.
So it has couch co-op, which they've been implementing for a while now. So it has couch co-op, and then it has
Is that a hitchhiker?
it has a Twitch, no online co-op. It has a Twitch integration or something like that, where you can I guess on Twitch you can make choices and decisions, and it will affect the game.
So, you need a lift?
Reynolds got a flat.
Oh, you're American.
Yeah.
So am I.
Okay.
Oh, this is, I guess,
Yeah,
maybe
so-
present day timeline?
Do you mind giving me a lift?
Right. Sure, of course.
You can drop me off at Garrett Manor. It's just a few miles up the road.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's...
That's actually
So
where
there's
I'm
2
going to.
timelines.
So it's not out of
Apart
your
from the
way.
prequel prologue,
No,
there's 2
guess
timelines. There's
not.
like 2024 and then 80 or 90 or something like that. And there's obviously, between the 2 timelines, there's connections with one of the characters.
So we're both going to the same place, huh? What are the odds of that?
Actually,
Yeah.
multiple connections between the
I
2
mean, I
characters,
guess it's not
but
all that odd, seeing as, you know, we're already pretty close, and I don't think this road goes anywhere else.
I took a swig,
So,
and I
did
probably
you
should be
say
like
you
ready
were going to
for
Garrett
for a
Manor
button press.
business, or...
I did not.
Oh. So, where are you from?
From?
Like, where do you live?
Paris. That's where I'm from, currently. Before that, I was from Amsterdam, Dublin, Milan,
It's a lot
Los
of
Angeles, and Oregon. Once upon a time.
That's
oh,
cool.
that's fun. I'm from
Hey,
Oregon
my
too.
mom's from Oregon. Well, one of them is. I always heard it was really nice. Or kind of a shithole, but like a really nice kind of shithole. I mean, I wouldn't know anyway because I've never been.
So
I'm
I
a big
have
apple girl,
looked up bits and
born and
pieces, so I
raised.
do know.
Barely even made it north of 14th
some of-
Street
I don't know the
before I went off to
ending.
College.
I don't know the choices to make.
No, Berlin, actually. Oh, I'm Maddie, by the way.
Linda. It's nice to meet you, Maddie.
So Linda
Yeah,
is from both timeline, or from both,
Even if I was worried, you
yeah,
might
from
try
both
to clone
timelines. So
me.
she's from the past and the and present
sorry.
and stuff. I want to make sure to know if it was what it. I wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting into.
I'm a filmmaker.
I didn't know about the timelines. I was
Travel
watching a
for
review
film
from
shoots, festivals, and
ACG, and that's
Yeah,
how I
usual
kind of
Hollywood
figured
bullshit.
things out.
Oh, wow. I heard that's a real tough kind of job.
The
to get.
timeline thing was
Easy
I
to
saw
get.
a couple of YouTubes where it's
Hard
like
to
how to
keep.
tell the timelines or whatever, and I
Had to
was
bury
like,
a few
what? And then I
bodies,
watched, I just watched
Well.
like the intro of it,
I've had to work real hard.
and they
to
were
get where
explaining
I
it. They're
am.
like, oh yeah, later on you find
Kidding
all this
myself
and
if I
that,
didn't
and this
also
is how you
acknowledge
tell
there
what
isn't a certain
timeline is
amount of
which.
Dumb luck to it.
Come on.
But
You
when
don't just dumb
I was
your
watching
way into a
ACGs, I figured out the
successful
Linda
film
part
career.
being like
You'd be
she's
surprised.
from both.
I never would have guessed this is what I'd end up doing with my life.
The timeline part I can follow. The
Sure.
multi-dimension part,
Definitely
I
seems
just I
like
don't
the
know.
kind of thing you just
That part I don't know if I
end
can
up
follow.
doing.
I just know it's like you'll meet characters and you might think they're crazy because they mention stuff that didn't happen, and it's like no, it's just
Hey,
they're not crazy. They're just from a
a
different
look.
dimension. Also, from how ACG described it, he said that they tell the story kind of weird.
I think we've come to the end of the rainbow.
Because he's like, they tell you from the end, but then they jump to the beginning, and then they go back to the end. and then they start being. It's almost like if someone's telling a story, but then he stops at some point and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to add this other part to the story," and then he goes back and then adds it, and he's like, "Yeah, it gets a little." He's like, at some points near the end, it gets a little kind of confusing, especially because you have all these two different timelines that don't always match up.
This place is definitely a little too,
On the nose?
I was gonna say a little too much like a horror movie.
Exactly.
My questioning was there's going to be a
Just not
curator
horror.
type character, and I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Oh,
I...
doorbell.
Oh, fuck that. I would just have probably a house the same size, if not smaller than what I currently have.
Maybe nobody's home.
This is definitely when I was told to get here.
Me too. Hello? Anybody home?
It's a good rule of thumb to try every door.
Okay, hey, Millie, you want to pay off some of my debts?
No, you think?
Well, they're expecting us, aren't they?
No way is it. Do we just go in?
Why are you asking me?
'Cause you're a grown-up.
So are you, Maddie.
Then,
Win the lottery!
apparently-
Dude. I wouldn't know what to do with a mill, to be honest. Like, I've looked at the lottery sometimes, and like, if I won, I wouldn't know what to do with half of this.
Hello?
To be honest, that's probably, like, a lot of the time I think
Stick
about it, I'm like,
around.
I'd probably pay off a few things that I need to pay off now. I'd probably waste it on a few junk stuff.
Hello? We've arrived.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'd still. I've mentioned it to a coworker. I'm like, I would still work, and they were like, "You would still work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would still work." Yeah. I'd pay. I'd pay off some bills, probably buy some junk, and then after that, I'd help my mom out. Maybe if like some people said they needed a hand, I'd probably help them out. And then yeah, leave it at that.
So,
Everything-
this way then. This seems a bit more lively.
Everything else would go straight to probably just no. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'd probably put probably less than 1,000 into collectibles or something like that. I say less than 1,000 because there are admittedly a couple of those Lego stuff I wouldn't mind grabbing, a couple model kits I wouldn't mind grabbing
Hello.
that I haven't grabbed just because they're a little bit more on the bracer end. Probably a bigger TV.
Yeah,
Call it there,
Same.
buy a car, that's it.
I am so sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Stan. And you would be?
Maddie.
So like when I see houses like this, it's just like, oh.
Beautiful name. Short for Madeline.
Madison, actually.
Ah. Middle name Lexington?
What?
Midtown. The Big Apple?
Yeah.
The city that never sleeps. Home to the most beautiful of women and fiendishly desperate of men.
Madison Avenue. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I need
A
a
fitting name
all I
for
need is like
such a
a
lovely
house
lady.
size of what I currently have, or even a little bit smaller would be fine.
Have you been waiting here a while?
I'd make like
More than a
a
minute, and
semi-library
Is
/ comic
that
room.
long?
Well, it certainly felt
I would
way
be happy
until
with that, like
I-
a little library comic-y game. When I say game, like board
wandered
gaming
around
room,
and
I
made
don't
myself
really
at
play
home.
board games, but something like
Till I
that.
found a way to really make myself at home.
would be fine, and
Isn't
then
it
other than
kind
that,
of
I'd be
weird
happy with
there's
like
no one
a
here?
living /
I mean, we were
bedroom that I can
invited,
game
right?
and just chill in.
Well, one could write a book and all the
I would
incomprehensible
probably
complexities of
have a
British hospitality.
modeling room,
Many
or that
have,
would be in like
in fact.
the comic-y library.
Oh, Stan, this is...
Linda Castle. I am such a huge fan of your work. I'm at a loss for words. I am just humbled by your presence.
Okay, sure.
Bruno Stanford III, at your beck and call.
Because if you go like this big, then you also need to hire maids and stuff to, or not necessarily maids, but like
Sure.
cleaning service and stuff.
Truly an honor. Truly.
Wow, I didn't realize you were, like,
Yeah.
famous.
Famous construct, and I'm not.
Oh no, there I would beg to differ. Your modesty is only outweighed by your incredible body of work.
Just
Living
building
and dying
dust.
by the light of the moon,
Unless you have
Blood
like
on the
other
brain?
people move in with you.
Mandatory. Forgotten flesh. I don't even know where to begin.
All right, okay.
Miss
I'd be
Castle, you are the
somewhat okay with that. Like, you get this room,
icon of
you
our
get
time.
that set of rooms, I get this set of rooms, someone
I
else gets this
appreciate
set of
your kind
rooms.
words. I just didn't expect that.
In which case, then it's like you might as well
Wow,
just buy
so
5
you're
houses,
really the
4 or 5 houses or some of
quintessential
that.
cult counter culture icon.
Wait, didn't you two come here together?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we drove in together, but only the last couple miles.
I had some car trouble.
I see. I'm sorry. I thought that you were Miss Castle's assistant.
Nope, just me. Wait, should I be flattered or insulted by that?
Oh, well, I didn't mean.
I'm just flattered you think I have an assistant.
I'm sure if you did, she would not be nearly as charming as Miss Avenue.
Your last name is Avenue?
No.
What, did I miss something?
Only that we are at a loss at what to do in the absence of our host, wherever they may be.
I guess we should keep looking around. I mean, why not at this point?
Maybe our host has left something out for us.
What do you do, Stan?
Oh,
I think Stan is the only person that doesn't connect to
It involves
anything.
money and fast cars and
I
training.
don't want to open that just so
Nothing illegal, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, I was curious if this game would have like a curator. Before we got sidetracked, I was curious if this game would have like a curator kind of character.
Bedtime reading.
Because Until Dawn had the psychiatrist, the Dark Picture games all had curators. The Quarry had a gypsy woman. That was the other thing. Like I was kind of leery. That's one of the reasons I did also do maybe a little bit more research into this, because I was a little leery of that. I like the curator. I like the psychiatrist. The gypsy woman I did not like. She speaks down to you a lot. Like she's very, if you find collectibles and stuff, she's very happy and nice. That head movement looked unnatural. If you find collectibles, she's very, very comfy and nice. Oh, that is which lady?
Huh. Movie poster inside a cabinet. Hey, either of you heard of Murder Mill?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
No.
Not the only one around here who's familiar with it.
Wait, this is one of yours?
It's one of the first things I ever worked on. Super low budget. We had no idea what we were doing. Should never have seen the light of day. I still wish it hadn't.
Why?
Well, things tend to get blown out of proportion.
I heard it was only screened a few times, and each time the audience flew into a rabid, murderous rage.
No, come on.
Don't try and deny it. The film is legendary.
I think
But yeah, like
people
so
were
the
just
gypsy
bored out of
lady,
their
whenever you found
minds.
collectibles, she'd be
I'm
nice,
sure
but if
they
you
make
missed
you sign all
collectibles, she was
sorts of
just like
non-disclosure agreements,
berate you
What?
and yeah,
Who?
berate you and snarky. And It just got really annoying, especially when a lot of the time the collectibles,
Give me a break.
they're pretty much just like the totems and stuff that show you your death. So it was like I wasn't really caring that much about some of them.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan.
So yay, finish a mission, get braided by her, and then start the next mission. Sometimes I think one or two of them I missed accidentally because they showed up on the screen really quick and I was grabbing a drink. So I was just like, I'm curious, do they have a character like that in this, and if so, how it's gonna play out. So I was kind of looking into that on top of this being based around Dead by Daylight, so I wasn't sure how
Ah, good. I see you three
How
have wasted no time
connected
getting
it would be in a
acquainted
way.
with each other. I'm so very sorry for the delay in my arrival. There are a great many things that require my attention at the moment, and I would hate to have to deprive you of my full attention while we are together.
I still don't even know if it does or not.
Needing attention.
All dried up, are we? We can't have that. After all, you're far too capable of a negotiator when you're sober.
And twice as that when I'm not.
Madison, would you also like a refreshment?
It's just Maddie.
Oh, my mistake, Maddie it is.
Oh, it's fine.
Nonsense. Never be shy about what you call yourself. Your name is who you are. That's important to remember.
And who are you?
I call myself Augustine Lieber.
Nice to meet you, Augustine Lieber.
Now that we are properly introduced, I must again offer you a drink.
Why is her name so, or not her name, her head. Her head is so
You
tilted.
sure? It's very good.
I can confirm.
Yeah, flying and drinking doesn't agree with me.
All their heads are so
Excellent.
tilted. They all just have their heads like.
Long journey for you to come here today. I hope, despite that, you'll find it'll all be worth the effort.
Guess that's up to you now. Isn't it?
As it is.
Well, I'll show you mine. You show me yours.
Aren't we a bit eager? Manners, Mr. Stamford. Not all of us are caught up yet.
I don't. I thought it was just those two, but now looking at Stan, going, yeah, his head's kind of tilted
I don't
too.
know if you two have come to sell her, but I just happen to have one of the most sought-after pieces of rare cinematic ephemera to ever hit the market. Well, that right there is the only surviving segment of film from the original camera shot celluloid of one Murder Mill. The earliest known work of a certain noted auteur.
And then she says, "Oh, I have one too."
Should be worth a small fortune.
So I'm told.
Hate to burst your bubble.
Damn it. There goes its one-of-a-kind value.
Not quite.
And let me guess, Maddie has a copy of it too.
I never knew what it was from.
I never knew what this film reel was from, but
You
I
told
have
me I
one
had to bring
too.
this to you in person if I wanted to make it.
I will keep the promises I made to you.
Why are you
All
all
of you.
putting it in a jar away from yourself?
I
Why
don't
not
wanna
hold
sell?
on to it?
Well, that would be your choice. But after 40 years of pain, why would you choose to live with more? I have to apologize again, but there are urgent matters I must attend to in my private reliquary. You're welcome to continue to make yourselves at home until I return.
Fucking
we need to
straighten your
finish
head, lady.
All in due course, Ms. Castle.
I'm waiting.
We were so close. I could feel the entity's force, its power pulsating through the steel mill.
I don't know if it freezes there for a
Until
second. Oh my
Sam
god, that
Green's
actually reminds me.
petty act of bravado ruined everything. The ritual disrupted. my key.
Huh,
Man.
Augustine is bad?
Yet Frank Stone didn't die that night. His essence
That's like ruining a
was
surprise
seared into
twist.
the very foundations of the mill. An endless, agonized nightmare. I had to find the right means to awaken him.
You think they would have kind of played that out a bit farther? Nah, I guess not. She said Augustine Lever.
Do you? You think we're weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick.
So yeah, Jamie is apparently the baby. Or was apparently the baby. I don't think they tell you, but that's what speculation is. Or the speculation I've seen is.
You can torture us. You can put
Or at
us
least
through
what the
every
guy
hell
who was
that
talking about the
your
multiverse was
sick
saying.
imaginations can come up with. But you'll never defeat our spirit. No, no, no. My sister. Oh, God. Oh, I
Yeah,
have to
be
do
taking the stream
is
soon.
betray
I might
my
play a
own
little bit more if you
sister.
want to watch.
And
I
you'll
don't know if you
let
work
me
tomorrow.
go free to fight another day. God damn you! God damn you for forcing me to make this impossible choice!
Oh, I was gonna full on like probably put a movie on after this.